Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. You guys know what time it is. We're going to be having a discussion around XRP. We're really going to put our thinking hats on and really start to see whether or not, the announcements that are coming out, such as, Grayscale coming in, re-announcing its trust, Grayscale Trust, which is a huge step towards a potential ETF. And on top of that, the developments that are coming out, could this really mean that there is something that is going behind the scenes? Because as far as the price goes, we've been talking about the price on the channel that, it's holding much better than the broader market. Of course, a lot of people fail to understand that because, people want to see price explosions in order for them to understand whether or not the price is holding much better. But if you look at it from the technicality side of point, it was holding much better from the broader market. And of course, shortly after that, we did hear, Grayscale come and announce the Grayscale Trust for XRP, which of course had a beautiful impact on the price of about 8%. But what I really want to share with you guys is an article and some statements that Stewart said just a few months ago. I would say almost 1.5 months ago. And when I really went across that, kind of was thinking from a different point of view and kind of seeing what's happening now. So could there really be a correlation? And I'm going to share that with you guys. Do let me know in the comments if you agree with that or not. But before we do that, let's quickly take a look at how XRP is maintaining its price. So still around 58.7%. We're up about 0.8% over the past 24 hours in USD and Bitcoin comparative. We did see us almost retesting 60 cents, but of course dominance went up towards a new yearly high. That can be obviously a correlation player in terms of the price of XRP seeing a little bit of a minor pullback. But anyhow, looking at the market cap, 33.1 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume is at about 1.1 billion. Which is of course really nice to see. But let's take a look at what I want to share with you guys. But before I do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. And I want to share this with you guys first. So the built-in layer 1 features of the XRP ledger makes XRPL one of the big smart contract. If you want to swap assets with the automated market maker, you send your assets through the XRPL ledger and you get back the assets you wanted to swap for. Very, very interesting. But let's move forward. I'm going to share, what I found and really want to know what you guys think. So, pause the video at the end and let me know what you think. So you can see Ripple is confident US banks and other financial institutions in the country will start showing interest in adopting XRP in the cross-border payments after a landmark ruling determined the token was not itself necessarily a security. And again, this is when it originally happened. But with that said, the main story is this: Ripple is confident US banks and other financial institutions in the country will start showing interest. If you're looking outside of the US, let's actually pause here. Let's look in Europe, mostly in Asia. What's happening? They are showing massive interest towards the XRPL ledger. They understand, the magnitude of it. And of course, people are starting to accept, and what I mean by people, these massive entities that are, used to the old ways of doing business, they're starting to understand, that things are changing, the way we do business, everything is changing now, and, new technology is coming, and you are seeing, the countries, like I said, Europe specifically and Asia, really showing a lot of interest towards, Ripple, especially, XRPL ledger. So you can see the San Francisco-based firm expects to start talk with American financial firms about using its on-demand liquidity product, which uses XRP for money transfers in the third quarter, Stu said. That is absolutely insane. And again, we're coming up to an end for quarter 3. Isn't this insane? Going into quarter 4, so are these talks already happening behind the scenes? Are there insiders that know something? The reason as to why XRP has been holding so much better, because remember, we saw Bitcoin going down to 52,700, and you could literally go watch any of my updates around that price point. I did say XRP is holding much better than the broader market, and I think there is, some correlation there. But let's continue to take a look at what I found. So you could see, Ripple's business suffered a result with company losing at least one customer and investor, which was MoneyGram. The U.S. money transfer giant ditched its partnership with Ripple in March 2021, and we know about this. Remember this? MoneyGram, when they originally came and partnered with Ripple, it was the most exciting news. But that was pretty much it. In terms of like giants, and of course, some people are going to come out and say, SBI has been working with Ripple for quite some time. We're talking the U.S. based, right? And there are some banks that have, looked into Ripple, before, this lawsuit has been happening, but pretty much since the lawsuit started, a lot of exchange, not just exchanges where you buy and sell, crypto assets, but, partners as well actually backed out because they are, not feeling confident. And that speaks for itself. So I think, MoneyGram, backed out due to so much uncertainty that XRP really had for itself. But let me know in the comments what you personally think. What if MoneyGram, and again I'm just speculating, but what if MoneyGram comes back and repartners with Ripple now? But because you're starting to see a little bit of a shift happening, and I think this shift means something bigger than expected. But again, maybe we're just completely speculating right now. But at the end of the day, obviously time is a huge factor that tells us something. But do let me know in the comments what you personally think. And this is what Stu has to say. I think we're hopeful that this decision would give financial institutions, customers, or potential customer comfort to at least come in and start having the conversation about what problems they're experiencing in their businesses. Real world problems in terms of moving value across borders without incurring crazy fees. And this is, of course, the conversation that has been taking place. And you could literally go speak to a lot of business, and I'm talking majority of business owners that do send wires across the board, across the globe, and come up with a lot of difficulties regarding massive fees that they have to pay, settlement time, it just takes forever. This is where new technology such as the Ripple platform comes and changes the entire game. And then you can see, hopefully this quarter will generate a lot of conversations in the US with customers, and hopefully some of these conversations will actually turn into real business. Very interesting. And what the most interesting thing about this is the fact that we're literally closing out quarter 3. So did they have these discussions? I personally think there is a lot of information that we do not know that is not being shared. But the next, I could say 2 to 3 weeks, very, very critical. Of course, obviously that appeal phase is still there, but we're getting closer and closer. And but we do not want to get super excited right now because SEC can literally come and appeal on the last day, literally on the last day. So we need to still be a little bit just realistically thinking before getting excited. But as far as Bitcoin dominance goes, dominance is pretty much sitting at new yearly highs. Bitcoin did make its way back above 60K, so that's great to see. As far as XRP's price is concerned, you can see XRP, has been holding above that key support, and actually we did see daily candle close above that key resistance. Absolutely amazing to see. Obviously, it's not going to just happen in a snap. That we're going to see the price going into the 78.6, unless of course we don't hear an appeal and it's done for good. I think that could have a really good impact on the price. Look what happened last year in July. Boom. It was absolutely insane to see that. And honestly, we could see some crazy price actions like that happening because, of course, the money that is on the sideline right now for XRP will, enter, in my opinion, if that were to be cleared. But again, we're going to take it one step at a time, obviously. Let me know in the comments what you personally think about this. Love each and every one of you guys. We'll see you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.